will help all of your departments come together and communicate their numbers in a way that you just can't do alone. Join now over 20,000 companies. Two of those companies are mine, Blaze and Mercury. We trust NetSuite to go faster with confidence. NetSuite surveyed hundreds of business leaders and assembled a playbook of top strategies that they're using as America reopens for business, and you can receive that guide, 7 actions businesses need to take now, and schedule your free product tour at netsuite.com/back. Get your free guide and schedule your free product tour at netsuite.com/back. netsuite.com/back. With us now a anonymous teacher from California that is it feels it is crucial to raise the alarm in California, and I think this applies to every school district all around the country. She's a teacher. She is joining us now. We're not going to get into any other details because this is how hostile of an environment it is now to speak out if you're a teacher. Welcome to the program, and thank you for your courage.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on.
You're welcome. So tell me what happened to you just a few weeks ago that made you say, wait, hold it. What's happening now?
Well, to be honest with you, the wait, hold on, what is happening has been over a decade in the making. So, but just specifically a couple weeks ago, I started noticing, I'm watching the news, and it's all about race, and they stopped using the term civil rights, and they started using the term critical theory, and I went, what is critical theory? Which I think a lot of the country is going, okay, it's probably just kind of race theory, there's been more research done. Well, it didn't sit right with me, so I listened to a couple podcasts about it. I did my own research online, and I found out it's founded by Karl Marx. Red flag, okay? It states,
literally.
It states,
yeah.
Facts, data, and the scientific method are a white concept. So, if you use facts and data to disprove an argument against a black or an oppressed person, you are proving you are racist because, again, facts and data are, quote, false whiteness. So they
I want to reiterate critical race theory. It holds that, I'm quoting, data, facts, and the scientific method are whiteness and inherently racist. Therefore, if you use data to disprove an oppressed person's narrative, you are proving your ties to racism by using facts. It is.
So this is why we can't have conversations, because as soon as you say, well, I hear you on the police thing, I hear you on the shootings, but let's talk about black-on-black crime, which exponentially has a higher death rate. That person would say, well, you're false, you're using facts, my feelings are worth more. Which is craziness to me. So that was the first huge red flag, okay? So then I dug a little deeper. Capitalism is racist also because it was developed by whites and does not force racial equity. So these are the foundational principles of critical theory. I about fell off my chair, but so I've been feeling really passionate about just getting this out here, but I knew it was kind of creeping into the educational system. I hadn't seen that term used yet, but I've seen little things like that happening. So anyway, a couple weeks ago, the week before school starts, we have to have a training. And I noticed that the training is on race, and I'm thinking, oh man, I'm in California, they better handle this well, right? I open up the training, and right across the top it says critical race theory. Glenn, I wanted to quit on the spot, or go on a crusade, or text all my friends that have their kids in public school to like, get out now. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. But of course I want to read through it, give them the benefit of the doubt, because maybe the people who developed this don't know what critical theory is. So here are the main points that they taught us.
Now this is in the training. This is in the training document. For California teachers. Okay.
Not all California teachers, but I can tell you that it is endorsed by the California Department of Education, the California School Board Association, the Association of California School Administrators, Bay Area Schools, the California Conservation Corps, and a bunch of other districts who have hired them to train teachers. Okay.
And you are not you're not in a small school district in California, so it's a large number.
I'm in a small-ish district, small enough to where I'm nervous that I'm going to be identified. So, people know me, so I'd rather, stay anonymous. But
yeah.
So in the training, it's called Ethic Education. You can go on their website and look everything up. Here are their main points. Owning property is whiteness, must be abolished. So no one should own property. Okay? White people will only help a black person if it is in their own self-interest. That to me, let's just flip that back. A black person will only help a white person if it is in their own self-interest. If you said that, you'd be called a racist up and down, but if you flip the color of the skin of the person you're talking about, you're a compassionate person. So
right.
you're
And because of critical race theory, you defending that by saying flip that around proves that you are a racist.
Exactly. That's why we're not getting anywhere. That's why we can't agree to disagree. That's why we can't talk about the real issues of what's going on. That's why we can't talk about, I am a white female teacher, and I have had reverse racism against me multiple times in my own classroom. I walk on eggshells around my students of color because I want to make sure that they know that I love them, that I care about them, that I want them to succeed, because I've had more experiences than I can count where if a black student doesn't get the grade they want, they're storming my door. I've been cussed out. I've been almost fired. Parents have gone to the superintendent to try to get me out. Even when I have documentation proving why that student got the grade that they got, nope, it's because you're white. It's because you're white. And I'm going, if I said that about you, I'd be thrown in jail. You know what I mean? It's just insane. So, okay, the other points are, racism is inherent with all white people from birth. They can't help it, and they are unaware of it. Racism is permanent. So in my mind, if they believe it's permanent, why are we talking about it? Why are we trying to solve it?
Well, it's permanent in white people.
Yes. Well, and I'm a Christian. I believe we all have sin, right? But to say that your sin is that you are racist just because you're white, it takes the individuality out of it, and just, this is a group sin. I don't care if you've been a kind person to every black person that you've ever met. I'm telling you, I've gone way out of my way to make sure that they feel loved, and not that I'm perfect. I'm sure that I've screwed up many times. But to say, just because you're white, you are racist.
It is exactly what caused, or allowed the slavery to happen. We said blacks are different, they're different than us, they have some sin or some mark or whatever, and they can never achieve. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Because your skin is dark, you are going to be my slave because you're not as intelligent as me. You know what I mean? All of these things, it just flips the other way. It's just amazing. So there's a couple more. Children should be raised by a tribe, not a nuclear family with two parents. So that's where you see parental rights being taken away slowly in school. So that's what I mean by this has been a slow kind of fade away from, don't